Good evening, this is Bizworld and I'm Adrian Seet. Malaysia's real estate market recorded a stable performance in the first half of 2023, with the value of transactions increasing by 1.1% to 85.37 billion ringgit. First, Deputy Finance Minister Datuk Sri Ahmad Mazlan said the volume of transactions, however, showed a marginal decrease of 2.1% to more than 184,000 transactions.
Subsektor kediaman terus memacu pasaran dengan menguasai lebih 60% daripada bilangan keseluruhan transaksi dan hampir 53% daripada keseluruhan nilai transaksi. Ini diikuti oleh subsektor pertanian dengan share hampir 19.8% pada segi bilangan, manakala subsektor perdagangan di tempat kedua dengan share 19.6% pada segi nilai transaksi.
The new residential property segments recorded more than 16,000 newly launched units. The overhang situation in the residential segment also improved during the market recovery period, with unsold units falling 5.3%. Condominium and apartment units made up nearly 58% of the residential overhang, while in terms of price range, almost half were priced more than 500,000 ringgit per unit. The revival of the high-speed rail HSR project is expected to bring catalytic developments, as it will lead to multiplier effects for Malaysia and Singapore. Malaysia-Singapore Business Council MSBC Chairman Tan Sri Nik Nazrul Thani said given the reduced travel time, this will definitely change how businesses in the region operate. MSBC will continue to be the strategic platform where Singapore and Malaysia companies can come together to leverage each other's strengths and jointly explore business opportunities in key sectors of mutual interest. From the results of the Singapore Business Federation National Business Survey, Malaysia remains one of the top 3 countries for future internationalization by Singapore companies.
This week on Money Matters, the Environmental Social Governance ESG framework, what trends are seen in ESG investing, how to communicate ESG efforts to gain consumer trust and loyalty, what's the ESG impact on a company's financial performance. Join us with ESG Association President Chia Kok Hung this Saturday at 5 p.m. on TV3 and live HD stream on Tonton.
Malaysia should implement the Universal Flat Rate Pension Scheme to guarantee every citizen a minimum income upon retirement. Social policy specialist Stephen Kidd suggested that the measure can start a higher age of 75 years old to be reduced over time.
In old age. So we find that a lot of countries in Asia have already done this. Malaysia is a little bit behind, although it's better off than other countries. So you can do that. You could start at a little bit higher age and just reduce it over time. Start at, say, 75 or 70 plus, and then reduce it in a few years down to 65 plus, and figure out the minimum amount that you want to give people, at least 500, right, which is the existing poverty benefit. So you can do that. The social protection in Malaysia.
He also opined that it is viable for the country to increase the retirement age to 66 years old as an aging nation. This, as a lot of older generation are still capable of work, which also enables them to gain savings for the future. The government should also provide high-skilled jobs to create a more beneficial and sustainable society. A Fitch Solutions company, BMI, expects Bank Negara Malaysia to hold its overnight policy rate, OPR, at 3% until the end of 2024. This as domestic inflation continues to ease amid a slowing economic growth. BMI observed that the country's domestic inflation has been on a steady downward trajectory, with headline inflation easing from 2.8% in May to 2% in July of 2023. The firm believes that the current policy stance is sufficient to keep inflation in check and that the central bank will remain on hold for now. BMI has adjusted its forecast for inflation to an average of 2.6% in 2023 from 2.7% previously, marking a significant slowdown from 3.4% in 2022. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Thank you for investing your time with us and stay tuned.